My name is Justin Trawick, and we are Justin Trawick and the Common Good. This is Josh Himmelsbach and Aaron Malone and Mike Scoglio. Today is Memorial Day, and so we thought that we'd come to this beautiful backyard in Arlington, Virginia, and we'd perform a song called All the Places That I've Been. All the Places That I've Been is a song that was inspired by my grandmother, who lived to be 99 years old. She was born in Quitman, Arkansas, just about 60 miles from Little Rock, Arkansas. And when she was born, the horse and buggy still existed. The car was just becoming a thing. And her parents lived in this beautiful large house that doubled as a boarding house for anybody traveling the distance to and fro Little Rock. They couldn't make it in one day, and so they'd stay over. And her mother, Zula, would cook the most amazing meals that people from all around would come over and buy for like cents and just sit in the yard. And her father, who had named my grandmother Lenore from the Edgar Allan Poe poem, The Raven, from the angel Lenore, he had bought my grandmother a baby grand piano, and she would play the piano with the big French doors open for everybody eating Zula's lunch in the yard. And my grandmother, who was my only grandparent growing up, and I was her only grandchild, told me the most amazing stories about the greatest generation, the World War II generation. Tom Brokaw wrote a book about it years ago. And so I wrote this song several years ago, many years ago, about a fictional person in real history. It's not about me or my grandmother or my family. It's about a fictional person, but through actual things that we, over the course of the last, 100 years or so, have had to go through. And it's called All the Places That I've Been, and I wanted to play it with the whole band, socially distancing, with masks on, for Memorial Day. So here we go. I feel my mind is failing, and I think my skin is growing thin. And I wonder if I'll remember all those places I have been. And I ain't walked tall in ages, my back just don't bend that way. My hair was once receding, but now it's all gone away. And I was born in Oklahoma, on a farm outside of town. And I spent my days out wandering in the fields behind our house. And I wondered what was out there beyond the fences of our home. And I left town for the army when I turned 18 years old. And I remember what it felt like as I raced on to the shore. The cool breeze and the salt air, and June 6th, 1944. And I watched my friends get mowed down by the Mausers on the hill. And I don't know how I made it, but I thank God that I did. Come on, Aaron. And I found myself near D.C. when the war was finally done, and I got myself a family and a wife and 3 young little ones. And I ran for public office, becoming mayor of my town. And my parents stood right by me, and my wife said she was proud. We lived through the Truman Doctrine as Jackie took the field, and the Rosenbergs were sentenced, and segregation was repealed. And Rosa sat in silence, and Elvis sang a song. And the Cuban Missile Crisis marked the final days of John. And the Beatles crossed the ocean, and Dr. King was shot and killed. Oh, and Nixon left his office, oh, as the radio star was killed. And the Challenger exploded on Oklahoma cried. 13 people died by 2 troubled kids in Columbine. New York City's finest and bravest of them all climbed the city's towers minutes before they'd fall. And I remember what it felt like as my family stood and stared, because my son was of the bravest with those heroes climbing stairs. So I feel my mind is failing, and I think my skin is growing thin. And I wonder if I'll remember all those places I have been. Cool. Nice job, guys.